Hi, my name is Tiffany Vandemark. I have the pleasure of working with sindy.wylie. She has over 30 years experience in the financial services industry. She is a certified divorce financial analyst and a certified financial planner, specializing in guiding women through the intricate financial landscape of divorce. Okay, Cindy, this one is really important to me too. What if someone has already gone through a divorce? How do you help them?
Well, there's a lot of different certified divorce financial analysts out there, and as I've met more and more of the people that do the work that I do, there's so many different areas of focus, and some will work with them only before their divorce or during their divorce, and they don't necessarily work with them after their divorce. I do all of those. And one of the areas that I focus on is the post-divorce transition assistance, I guess I'd call it. And this is a really crucial time because mistakes can still be made. And it's a tendency after someone gets that divorce decree to say, oh, I'm done. It's over, right? They can start to tendency is maybe to spoil themselves a little bit, which is fine. But at the same time, what's going to happen is there's going to be an influx of money as division of assets. And they may be getting some lump sums of money. And now some big decisions have to be made. What do they do with this lump sum of money? If that lump sum of money is going to be half the retirement assets, maybe he had a 401k and she's expecting half of that 401k, there's really important steps to be taken because she could, if she needs some of that money now, it's important that we make those right decisions because once that money goes into an individual retirement account in her own name and she takes out prior to the age of 59 and a half, there's a 10% penalty. So there's some things that we can do to avoid that penalty.
Well, wow, there's power in staying in that relationship all the way through.
That's right. And so even if they've worked with another CDFA, and I've had other CDFAs refer people to me because they don't do the post-divorce transition, and that's why it's important we all work together, but because I can take them from there. Income needs. Is some of this money going to be needed to provide an income? And how do we do that? How much money should be set aside for an emergency fund? How should the assets be allocated? Because, and I see this a lot actually, is husband and wife, he may have been wanting to invest the money a certain way. Or maybe they were invested the same way together. And she may have a different viewpoint on investments and her risk tolerance. So we want to make sure now we can tailor that risk tolerance to her risk tolerance, her personal risk tolerance, but also where she's at in the stage of her life. We need to maybe change from aggressive to more conservative if we're using the money now. And so there's a lot of things that go into that. It really is. And it's also too, like, they got to update their wills, their beneficiaries. There's going to be closing and opening accounts, securing health insurance, right? There's changing titles on property. There's changing a name. It's just overwhelming. So I can help make sure we have a checklist that I can help her go through that and make sure that everything gets done. And I truly love the post-transition divorce work because I really enjoy helping women move forward in rebuilding that new life for themselves because there is beauty in change and a new beginning. There's beauty in a new beginning if one chooses to see that beauty. And I can help them see that beauty and do this and help them and do it in a more positive and uplifting way.
Love it. Thank you.
Thanks.